start this first play. So it's just going to be a short little pass. Not much he can do there. So, not so. And then the second play is another short pass. He's got if you see, it's in the last 2 minutes of the first half. So they've even said he's going to be in the game a lot in the 2-minute drill.
In the game script report that I wrote, you'll see that in the 2-minute drill, when towards the end of the half, as you see now, he had 100% of those snaps. So all those snaps were hit. So that's a lot of receiving work that he makes up for.
So as we roll it, he's wide open, gets the ball, gets upfield, and is smart and gets out of bounds. So he's going to be able to do a lot of that in the 2-minute drill. Get a lot of short chunk plays like that. And then this next play, it's actually going to be an incomplete pass. So he kind of comes out again, and it's wide to him. But you see what they're trying to do in the 2-minute offense: get him the ball, get the ball out quick. And then this next play is his first run, so I'll play that. Nothing too special, but he does get the first down. I think it's important that they do use him. It was 3rd and 1. They use him on short distances, and they will allow him to run up the middle. Next play is another run. It's a small gain, but he has a nice little jump cut out to the outside and gets a couple extra yards.
Even though he's a small guy, he runs big. He definitely runs like a bigger guy. When he always has pads forward, and he falls forward a lot. And it's really cool to see him too, running like a power run scheme like on that last play when each blocker takes up one defender, and he just has to find that hole and hit it really hard.
Definitely. And this next play, there's 15 seconds left. He actually scores a touchdown here, but it gets called back. But it's just, we'll roll it, and you can just see kind of what they're trying to do with him. And they're just trying to get him the ball in space and let him work his magic. So as we roll it, just comes out. It actually kind of looked like it was supposed to be a shovel pass maybe, but Hurts kind of rolls out and still gets it to him, and he gets in. But one of the linemen was illegally downfield. But
definitely a design play for Kenneth Gainwell on that one.
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. You can tell that Nick Sirianni is very excited about using Kenneth Gainwell here. Like he's very excited. He's very enthusiastic. He couldn't wait to get him on the field. Boston Scott saw 0% of snaps. And in that breath, real quick, I want to say Miles Sanders does go down with an injury. As sad as I am to say, I don't think it's going to be Kenneth Gainwell with the majority of the early down work. I think that's when you'll see a lot more Boston Scott, but it'll be more of an even split in neutral game script. I don't think it's going to be Kenneth Gainwell relegated to like 30-ish% of the snaps, and Boston Scott taking 60-65% of snaps.
I think it's exciting for him too, because I don't consider Miles Sanders not a back that can't catch the ball or that can't play, in a 2-minute offense. So for them to take him out of the game, one of their better players, and put Gainwell in, it just shows how much faith they have in him. Absolutely. So this next play, it's another run up the middle. So we'll roll it. I like how he just goes straight up the middle and gets as many yards as he can. A lot of times in the so-called scat backs, they kind of run around and run horizontally, but he'll just go straight up the middle and get all the yards he can.
Was this a draw play, or is just a nice little, just little jump cut? They got duos blocking. What was that? What was that, 2nd and 3? Yeah.
Yes, it was 2nd and 3. So
2nd and 3 in the 9th. 9 minutes and 10. So look at that little jump cut. He's gonna be a tough little bastard to keep. He's gonna be a tough guy to keep an eye on for little linebackers, dude. He's skittish, man. He's very skittish.
Right. Yeah, and I love how he sets that play up. He kind of is leaning towards going to the left, then does a jump cut to the right to kind of get through that hole.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this wasn't necessarily a successful play. But this is still, a close game, 15-6. It's 4th and 2, and they keep Gainwell in and let him run it. And he actually doesn't get the first down. But I think the fact that they have him in at this certain situation just shows how much they do like him and, want him in all kinds of different scenarios. So I think that's a positive. And here, he got that touchdown called back earlier, but this play, they're around the 8-yard line, still a close game, 9-point game. So it wasn't too out of hand, and he's in, inside the 20. So we'll just roll it here. In the shotgun. And it's great blocking. He just follows his blocks. But I think the fact that he just is in the game, inside the 10 is another positive for, him the rest of the year.
So that play was after a big Miles Sanders run. So I think I don't know if I got to be honest, I don't know if they're going to plan to bring him in for
I got you.
You know what I mean? But like during that, so that was in the second half in the 15-6 score scenario. And according to the report, he was on the field for only 5 of 19 snaps. 5 of 19 total snaps within that score sequence, that 15-6 score sequence. So you can start to see like his snaps start to come down in the second half once the game starts to go on. And he only had 26% of the snaps for that score sequence. So like, yeah, they're in the lead. His snap starts coming down. In the first half, he had 17 of 35 snaps, which was 46% of the snaps. In the second half, he had 8 of 33 snaps, which is 24% of snaps. So that's more than a 20% reduction in snaps in the second half.
All right, and this next play, I believe it's another run, but this time they get penetration. And one thing, even though that Gainwell shows some power, if you get him in the backfield, he's not going to be able to carry defenders very well. So that is the one thing. If defenders get to him pretty quickly before he can get going, he's not really able to just power through them. So this is another run, kind of read option. He takes it up for around 5 yards. I think there's one more play after this. Yeah, it's kind of just another run up the middle.
Yeah.
So that's the review of Kenny's game tape, and I think it was a good first game. He had I think 11 total touches, 43 yards, and a touchdown. So it was a strong start for him.